Press the red button.
Okay, there we go. Here we are in Dealy Square. That's this guy's. Okay, we'll just pretend like he's not there. Okay, let's go down this way. Yeah, that shows the path of the car. And this is Dealy Square, Dealy Plaza today. And we're here, it's about 10 o'clock or so on a Tuesday, November. It doesn't, I've seen it on film, but this is actually here in person. That's the grassy knoll right there. We're about to head that way. That's where the shots came from. And there was some shots fired up here. This bridge right here is a railroad bridge. But those trees up in there, there's guys hiding up in there. That's not where the death shot came. The death shot came from right there, the grassy knoll. So we're gonna head that way. You ready?
Where are you going?
We're heading over to the grassy knoll. Alright, this is the book depository where they say the shots came from. Of course, you know, I think that's all crap. We know where the shots came from. Okay, here we are on the side of the book depository. That X on the street there, that's where he stopped. And there was some sewer here somewhere. That's where they got him. And there was a sewer here, and I don't know what happened. I mean, I'm sure they replaced all this quite a while ago.
Over there.
Oh, well, what's that? Oh, that's the first shot. This is the second shot.
And then there's a sewer right there.
Which is the X. And okay, here's the sewer. Right here. Now, somebody came and they filmed the sewer, and they're like, there's no way, there's no room to shoot from this sewer. But you can tell clear as day they added tar. This has been replaced because I looked at pictures and it used to be wider. So this whole area has been replaced. Now this is a grassy knoll. And they have steps, but I want to take the grass. Now, this tree is old. It had to be here from the beginning because how big it is. Looks like people have carved at things in the trees. There's no way that this fence is original, but this is where the shots came from. So I'm gonna go up behind it. There's another tree that's original. Look how big it is, the roots. So here I am. There's a parking area back here now. I don't know what it was back then, but so this fence has been replaced, but it's probably about the same size. And as you can see, I have a perfect shot on that X in the street there. Let's see if you can get that, if you can see the yeah, see the X? I'm behind the fence at the grassy knoll. I could very easily, and that's exactly the position where he got hit on the temple. Brains blew out towards the back of his head on the back of the car. There's the train. There's a train, the train that it is now. But these are the train tracks back here. He says he tossed it to another guy who took it and went towards the railroad tracks. They had railroad tracks guys. I mean, it was a huge government cover-up. they killed him. They killed him. So here's the railroad tracks behind that sewer. Somebody actually traced that sewer, and it runs down there into basically get connected to a lake. And the lake is, okay, here is the railroad tracks. Maybe you saw some stories where they had the hobos on the railroad tracks or whatever, but this is the bridge. Now, when they inspected this bridge, they suspected that there were shots fired from this bridge, and they actually said they smelled smoke in the area of the bridge. So there was a lot of guns trained on him, as you can see. This is the bridge walkway. They were clearing people off. Where the shots, they said they went up over here in the corner, and they smelled gunpowder. And so we're headed that way. So there were people over here. Now, this is not where the fatal shot came from, but there were shots fired from here. There were shots fired from here. See with the guy going on the bike? Okay. Shots fired from here, and they said they smelled smoke, gun smoke, right here, which would be a really good place to shoot from. So, and then it's easy to get in up here and down there. Here's the old school train, loud as can be. See, these are just railroad tracks. This is the bridge that they drove under, not on this side, but on that side. They slowed down, the driver slowed down the car right where you see that X over there, turned around and made sure that they got him, and then he sped up. And of course they changed the film, they sped it up. There's a Zapruder film that somebody else, they edited it and they sped it up. So it doesn't look like he slowed down to almost a stop. He slowed down to almost a stop, looked around, made sure they got a headshot on him, and that's how they did it. I mean, what a perfect area to shoot from, to hit that X right there. Even with those big trees that have grown, and these are oaks, so these are old, but what a perfect shot even with those trees there today. It clearly was an ambush. This is where the sewer is again. Even with a wider sewer, I don't think you would be able to get a good shot out of there. It used to be wider. It used to be probably about like to here. Obviously the tar has been poured again and again and again, so you couldn't make a shot out of that for sure now. But maybe back then you could. I guess if you're all the way at the back, it's possible. But that is so easy right there. And that's where the shots look like they came from. Okay, so here's another shot of the school book depository, school book depository. And of course the trees would never allow you to make a shot like that, but the tree was probably much smaller. I mean, we're talking 1963, so possible, but he'd had a hit right here, and his brain would go forward, not backwards. I think pretty much everybody that has a brain can understand that shots did not come from that building. They came from right there. Look how close this is. and how easy that is. He tossed the gun to somebody else who was in train conductor clothes. They took off in that train or walked down the tracks. It's pretty cut and dried here.
And they spell.
So that X is where the headshot, and then this X is where he grabs his throat. And here is the book depository. So the throat shot, I mean, at an angle that high, if a shot did get fired from there, and we all know that there was no fingerprints on the gun at first until the body was given an autopsy for hours, but the shot would have had to come there to hit him. It's not going to go through the throat. It would have to go at an angle. It was I just don't. Possible, maybe, I guess. Probable, no.